Ladies and gentlemen, Play to Airdrop is in full swing. Today, I bring to you, once again, a brand new Play to Airdrop that you can participate 100% free that is giving rewards to the first 10,000 users that end up participating within it. If you enjoy this kind of content, as always, like and subscribe. We're going to be looking at a sponsored overview of a project, so that's your disclosure right there. The project is called Biga Arcade. If you're big into hyper casual games, a lot of people doubt these kind of games because they look very simple, very basic. But then you look at stuff like Nakamoto games, which, I'm not going to say anything, but, I've invested into this project. We've, at one point, called it a top 10 crypto gaming token. This token is worth $139 million. And it just has a bunch of hyper casual games on it. So what's going on with the hyper casual game meta? Hyper casual games right now get over 10 billion, that's a B right there, downloads every single year. People spend $2 billion on them every year. Why are not more Web3 games building there? And Biga Arcade has actually gone ahead and begun doing that in a pretty unique way, to say the least. I don't think anybody else has done it. Whether it works or not, right, that's the risk we're taking here. But as you can see right here, there is a leaderboard system on Biga Arcade. If you're one of the top players within one of their mini games, then you go ahead and claim a level. As someone that claims a level, you'll be earning all revenue that comes from said level. The way that this game essentially works, or this arcade, is you go ahead, hop onto this public alpha, you would go ahead, log in, then you'll see pretty much 8 games right here. There's a leaderboard, and the people that are on the top of this leaderboard end up earning revenue for the people that are playing here. As you can see here, there is Abdullah over here that on level 11 has gone ahead and seen 1,000 plays on his level. He's been reigning king though, and so he's earned $6. Not too crazy, not too crazy. But then there's some people, when you go ahead and go just a little bit more down, that are earning just quite a bit more. You can see Roger here at level 19 earning $1,000 worth of revenue for being the top over here at this specific game called Satoshi World. So this goes ahead and stems on all of the different games. There are some games that pay people more. As you can see here, there is for World 2 Wojak, this guy that's made $1,400 with the level revenue at $4,500. Amazing stuff for people that are hyper competitive. Mini games are something that a lot of people fade out on, but I think that the mini game meta, Nakamoto has kind of proven it already, is something that's going to stick around. Hyper casual games can be spammed out. And the risk of like the 95% of games failing and more failing in NFTs doesn't really apply when you're making 10,000 games. That's kind of what they're going for in terms of a thesis. I'm like, fair enough. I respect it. You don't need to make the most beautiful looking game as long as you get people to play them, because you have to spend their token, Biga Arcade, to play this. Now, this is the information here for the allocations for the token. As you can see here, very interesting. The cliff for the angel investors is 12 months, and the vesting period is 12 months. So for the angel investors, they're going to be there for 24 months with a 0% allocation at launch. The only people getting an allocation here, as you can see, is public, which is fair enough. Usually public gets a pretty good allocation the second that TGE happens. And the launch market cap, of course, is very low. The entire idea behind their token, which is what I'm talking about today, if you play the first 10,000 people, you will go ahead and be able to get their airdrop, which is Big A. A Big A is used within the actual games. It's kind of like a stable coin in a way. Don't think of it like a stable coin though. The only thing is that, this is kind of pseudo-pegged to the US dollar. When you withdraw from Biga Arcade, you're not withdrawing the Biga Arcade token. You are going to be going ahead and withdrawing USDC, Ethereum, etc., stable coins. So you withdraw something sustainable with a lot of liquidity, pretty much guarantees that. And then they have buybacks, which end up buying back this Big A token. The idea is to soft peg it at 10 cents. So as you can see in this little example, $845 would be the equivalent of 8,450 Biga Arcade tokens. Talking about the team further on, is the team doxed? The team is doxed. If you look at the actual white paper that they have on their website, you'll see that these are the people that are actually building the actual big arcade. You can also see a lot more details on the roadmap, which, to be honest, I think needs to be a little bit simplified. If there's any critique I'm going to be giving for this project, a little bit too complicated for the average person to dive deep into, but it is pretty simple in the sense that if you are someone that is fairly decent at these games, you can go ahead, reclaim the top. And as you can see on Watermelon Game, one of the most played games on Big Arcade right now, there's a person that just overtook called Marlo that has made over $7,000 for having the top score on Watermelon Game. So there's a lot of people farming this right now. This is something that it doesn't even have 10,000 people playing it. So if you wanted to get into the play to airdrop meta, if you feel like you're late into a lot of these games, this is one of those games which I pretty much guarantee you is not late in terms of an airdrop. It's 100% free. All you have to do is go ahead and hop onto bigarcade.com, bigarcade.org. I'm going to be going ahead and leaving a link in the description for you to go ahead and hop onto it. Thank you all for watching this video. Just very quick overview on the arcade meta. Juicy stuff. Until the next time, stay classy, and that's all.